Nanako, who was making tea, immediately became excited when she heard Charlie's words. She knew the weight of Charlie's words. In the beginning, her injury was also extremely serious, and she didn't even dare to imagine that she would have a chance to heal in this life, but what she didn't expect was that Charlie could quickly get rid of all of her pain with just one pill. Not only that, but her physical fitness has undergone tremendous changes and improvements. Therefore, Nanako believed that as long as Charlie was willing, he would surely be able to restore her father's body to the original state. Of course, Nanako knew very well in her heart that Charlie definitely couldn't regenerate her father's severed limbs, but he could at least greatly restore his physical condition. In that case, apart from losing his legs, her father is at least a healthy person. Rather than being so sick as it is now, very haggard and distressing. Therefore, she almost immediately put down the tea set in her hand, got up and bowed deeply to Charlie, and said gratefully, "Master, thank you so much." Takehiko also knows Charlie's ability. In the beginning, he tried every means to find all the experts in Japan, and no one had any solution to his daughter's injury. He even thought that his daughter would be inseparable from a wheelchair for the rest of her life. He even thought that under the influence of that kind of injury, her physical condition might get worse. But never dreamed that Charlie could help her daughter to recover. Not only is it recovering as before, but it is also a big step forward. This is enough to prove that Charlie is a person with great abilities and supernatural powers. Therefore, he couldn't hide his excited hands and said, "Mr. Wade, you are willing to treat me. It is a great blessing for me. Your great kindness is unforgettable." Charlie smiled slightly and said seriously, "Mr. Ito doesn't have to be so polite. My style has always been like this. You respect me, I will respect you." As Charlie said, he has always been full of grudges. Not only hatred must be repaid, but also gratitude must be repaid. For example, Aunt Lee in the orphanage, she raised him in childhood, he feels grateful to her and even willing to do anything for her. Another example is Claire. When he was so down and nothing, she was willing to marry him, and she did not ridicule and insult him like other people, but respected him as a guest. Charlie did not forget this. Sometimes, it doesn't even need to reach the point of so-called kindness. As long as the other party has enough kindness to him, he will return more kindness to the other party. Solman knew when he was lost. Charlie gave him a pill. Chingang was devout. Charlie donated 2 pills to his family. Orville was loyal. And Charlie not only gave him the earliest basic medicine, but also saved his life with the rejuvenating medicine. Warnya treated him pretty well at the beginning, and had always treated him respectfully, so he was willing to wish her the position of head of the house and rescue her from the overnight raid in Japan. This is Charlie's code of conduct. At this time, Charlie thought very simply, although Takehiko was a bit pretending before, but since he saved Nanako and helped the Ito family through the crisis, he immediately lost his way and knows how to return. It can be said that he is a very current affairs person. Moreover, this time he is extremely concerned about his visit to Japan and the things Warnya encountered. He really sees this in his eyes. Since he is in a situation like this, it is within his power to help him recover. After all, there are still a lot of rejuvenation pills, and this thing is of little use to him, but it has a great effect on Takehiko. He is not a martial artist, and he is not too old. If he scrapes a rejuvenating pill by 1/10 and soaks it in water for him to take it, he will surely restore his health quickly. As for why he didn't give it to him right now, he mainly wanted to control the rhythm more or less in this matter. Sometimes, to be generous to others is to be rhythmic. Although generosity is a good thing, it is like medicine. It can both cure and hurt people. Just like when injecting drugs, a scientific and reasonable rate of administration must be established according to the properties of the drug and the patient's condition. It is not good to give the medicine too quickly, but it's too slow to give, and it's not good. Giving it soon will often make the other party despise this generosity, and it may cause the other party's mentality. But slowing down will often make the other party lose patience, drain the original gratitude, and replace it with complaints and dissatisfaction. The rhythm is just right now. It's not given right away, and it won't be delayed for a long time. Just wait until he finishes Warnya's affairs. In this way, not only can Ito be grateful, but also he can spontaneously help with Warnya. Not only can he help Warnya find the real murderer behind the scenes, but he can also help her facilitate cooperation with Nippon Steel. It is possible to help her turn this crisis into an opportunity. In this way, Warnya can not only survive the crisis without any risk, but also can use this to find out who is behind the scenes, ensure that everything is safe in the future, and even get a cooperation agreement with very good terms. This is the best of both worlds. Takehiko, Nanako, and Emi all thanked Charlie respectfully at this time. Especially Takehiko, his eyes were flushed while thanking him. Seeing him emotionally, Charlie smiled at him. Mr. Ito, you should go back to rest as soon as possible. I will tell you in advance when I am ready to treat you. Takehiko immediately said excitedly. Okay, Mr. Wade. Anyway, I can't thank you enough. After Takehiko was pushed away by Emi, only Charlie and Nanako were left in the room. Nanako took the initiative to move her seat, and sat cross-legged opposite Charlie. While adding tea to him, she asked with a blushing face, Master has any plans next? Do you want to investigate that Hashimoto's approach? If necessary, I can send a ninja over and monitor him secretly. Charlie thought for a while and nodded. That's okay. After all, I am not ready to stun the snake. If you want to solve this matter once and for all, you must not only find out the master behind the scenes, but also have solid evidence. After speaking, Charlie said again, if you have a ninja who you trust and pass the test for you, let him help me monitor Hashimoto's activities. I want to see what he does every day, where he has been, and who he has contact with. And what is the content of contact? Nanako immediately nodded and said, Master can rest assured, these are small things, and ninjas can do it, so I will give them orders. Charlie thanked her and asked her, Nanako, in your Ito family, how many ninjas can you mobilize now? Nanako thought for a while and said, there are probably 15 or 16 ninjas that can be mobilized. Charlie nodded and said, by the way, Miss Song's cousin also came to Tokyo. His name is Honor, but I don't know what hotel he is staying in Tokyo. Please I ask you to arrange for someone to investigate. After the result, 2 more ninjas can be sent to secretly monitor him. Nanako asked in surprise, Master, do you suspect that Miss Song's cousin is behind this incident? Yes. Charlie said gratefully, this matter, I will trouble you to help me keep an eye on.